Test tube turkeys could be all the rage by 2030. Lab-grown poultry will take pride of place on Christmas tables in just 14 years, according to scientists working on meat cultivation. They predict that eventually synthetic turkey will be even cheaper for shoppers than the ethically dubious produce of factory farms. Years from now, when people are in the grocery store trying to decide if they want to buy traditional versus cultivated meat, I am 100% sure that cultured meat is going to be just as cheap, if not cheaper. Professor of Poultry Science at North Carolina State University, Paul Mozdziak, told MIT Technology Review. Test tube turkeys are grown from a pencil rubber-sized piece of turkey breast meat. Scientists isolate stem cells into satellite cells and manipulate them into building up muscle fibers in a thin layer inside plastic flasks by placing them in a warm broth of amino acids and glucose. Currently, his team can grow a turkey-sized amount of white meat this way, but the process costs around $34,000, far too high a price for the average Christmas host. But with the help of a $118,000 grant, Professor Mozdziak has created supplies of muscle cells that can be used by other researchers, marking the first step towards commercially viable lab-grown turkeys. The potential for mass-produced synthetic poultry is staggering. One single stem cell from the original biopsy can produce enough muscle to make more than 20 trillion turkey nuggets. Muscle to me is the most fascinating tissue and cell type that exists, says Professor Mozdziak, who earned his PhD studying these satellite stem cells. Let's just put it this way, I find a lot of beauty in turkeys. The best news is that Professor Mozdziak thinks he has resolved the problem with the texture of the much-heralded lab-grown burger. First produced in 2013 by Dutch scientist Mark J. Post, satellite cells from turkey breast meat can be triggered to produce both protein and fat cells, and it is the addition of fat missing from Post's burger which imparts flavor and succulence to meat. A future filled with lab-grown turkeys is not just attractive for meat lovers, but for vegetarians, animal rights activists and environmentalists. Surveys suggest that around half of vegetarians would eat lab-grown meat. Marie Gibbons, a graduate student working on the project, left her veterinarian training to join Professor Mozdziak's team after becoming disillusioned with the cruel treatment of farm animals. It would be better if farm animals didn't have to exist, she says. With the help of biomedical engineer David Kaplan at Tufts University, the next stage will be growing muscle cells in 3D tanks, in the hopes of scaling up production and getting lab-grown turkeys to Christmas tables everywhere in the next 15 years.